shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, for you are with me, yeah, for you are with me, yeah, for you are with me, yeah, your rod and your staff, they come for me.
The Holy Gospel according to St. John, chapter 10. Jesus said, "Very truly I tell you, anyone who does not enter the sheepfold by the gate, but climbs in by another way, is a thief and a bandit. The one who enters by the gate is the shepherd of the sheep. The gatekeeper opens the gate for him, and the sheep hear his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has brought out all his own, he goes ahead of them, and the sheep follow him because they know his voice. They will not follow a stranger, but they will run from him because they do not know the voice of strangers." Jesus used this figure of speech with them, but they did not understand what he was saying to them. So again Jesus said to them, "Very truly I tell you, I am the gate for the sheep. All who came before me are thieves and bandits, but the sheep did not listen to them. I am the gate. Whoever enters by me will be saved, and will come in and go out and find pasture. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly." Praise to you, O Christ.
A warm welcome to all of you. Glad that you've decided to join us for this time together on the third Sunday after Easter. This is the Sunday that we call Good Shepherd Sunday. And that's a time when we listen to Jesus telling us that one way of describing an aspect of our relationship with him is in comparing it to the relationship between sheep and their shepherd. And I'd like to focus today on especially one aspect of their relationship that revolves around the capacity of sheep to become very trusting of their shepherd, and to know his voice and to follow wherever and whenever the shepherd calls them. And I have a story and a prayer in order to help us to be better followers of Jesus. The story is about a newsman whose beat was Syria, and he was having lunch in a little village in Syria when he noticed that on the other corner of the town square there was a fountain and a watering trough for the animals of the community, and there were almost 100 sheep gathered in that corner of the town square. And the newsman was wondering how the different shepherds who were having lunch right nearby were going to sort the sheep after they got done feeding. So he watched as first one and then another shepherd got up and simply stood on the edge of the group and said, Mena, which is Syrian for follow me. Mena, he said, and he began walking away. And suddenly, the 10, 20 sheep would lift up their heads and go running off. And it really intrigued this newsman, so he decided to, he ran over and asked another shepherd that was sitting with this group whether he might wear that shepherd's coat and go and try to get the sheep to follow him, which he did, totally unsuccessfully. He yelled, Mena, Mena, and began walking away to turn around and find there wasn't a sheep who even tweaked its ear, much less raised its head and made a move to follow. That's why Jesus picked sheep and shepherds as the way to teach us our need to have ears that are always ready to hear and respond to the voice of Jesus, calling us toward the way that is the way to life at its best. That's what we're going to talk about. Actually, I'm not going to talk a lot. We're rather going to pray. But we're going to pray. We're not going to pray by asking God, or our prayer is not going to be asking God to make us more trusting. It's rather listening to Jesus, simply reminding us of all of the gifts he's already given us that we don't have to ask him for. We simply need to enjoy and receive from him the realities that are already ours, more deeply than we are. It's a prayer of pondering the voice of Jesus, so that all that he is offering us may, every moment of every day, be alive and active within our own hearts, so that when we have other voices calling us, whether it's use this way or that way to get back to normalcy and connectedness with each other, or any of the decisions we have to make of how we spend our money or where we go on vacation or what we do in this way or that way. We have voices within our family, we have voices on TV, we have voices from our government, all calling us to follow their way to the best of life, which we need to give our attention to. But the deepest parts of our hearts, we need always to be giving to Jesus. And we do that the more we know that it is in and through and with him and his way to the fullness of life that life does get better and better for us. So, the second part of our learning this Sunday will simply be absorbing the truth of who Jesus is and who we are as his sheep. That's in this video, that's in this prayer from Jesus. The world is mine, and I have made it all. So you could enjoy all the glory that is mine. All beauty is a gift of my love, to help you to love me and my glory. Come and rest in my love. Come and live in my love. My friend, all that I am and that I have is yours. I cherish the goodness that I have placed in you. And the more you learn to live in my love, the more your life will glow with my glory. Come and rest in my love. Come and let go in my love. Come, find your life in my love. My friend. The words of this prayer of pondering are found written for you to use in today's worship bulletin. My closing words are these words from Jesus. My sheep follow me because they know my voice. My hope in prayer is that this pondering prayer will be a means for you to become every day more familiar with that voice of Jesus and a deeper awareness of all of the gifts that we don't have to ask for, that are already ours in and through His presence and His love within us. May our deeper knowing of that voice enable us to do a more joyful and peaceful following of the way of Jesus as we go through all the ups and downs of our everyday living with and through Christ our Lord. Amen.
You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. And surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will